everyone, welcome back to Trailbreaker. Today is obviously not a great day to ride, but it's a fantastic day to go ahead and swap out the cranks on my trusty trail bike. Let's do it. I'm swapping my original 175mm alloy cranks for a new set of 170mm carbon fiber dub cranks. My main goal is to reduce pedal strikes and maybe gain pedaling efficiency. Plus, I know they'll be stiffer and lighter. Anybody who's watched the channel before knows I'm a huge fan of the absolute black oval chainring, so I'm going to go ahead and remove it from this crankset and then reinstall it on the new one. So to get ready for the install, there's an adjustment ring on the non-drive side. So you'll just need a 2mm hex to loosen that little tiny set screw up. And once that's loosened, back it all the way to the crank arm. And since I'm swapping over my chain ring, I'm gonna add a little bit of grease. So as you can see, the spindle on the dub crank is quite a bit more stout than the original spindle. So we're gonna have to go ahead and replace the bottom bracket with a dub bottom bracket. If your bike has a press fit bottom bracket, you'll need to use a tool like this with a hammer to kind of knock it out. If it's got a threaded bottom bracket, you'll need a tool like this to be able to remove it. I did a video a while back where I used this tool to replace the bottom bracket originally, and I'll go ahead and leave a link right here. And since I replaced that press fit with a press fit that threads in, I'm gonna go use this tool to remove it right now. So your dub bottom bracket comes with the non-drive side and the drive side bearing, as well as a couple spacers. So I'll link a chart right here, and it's in the description, to determine what size bottom bracket you need and which of the spacers that you use. For mine, I just use a 2mm spacer on the outside of the drive side. And in order to drive this in, I'm gonna drive in one bearing at a time using this really cheap tool that I think is going to work just fine as many times as I'm going to use it. So, I've had a couple rides on the bike since I changed out the cranks, and all I can say is I'm really happy I did it, and I wish I would have done it sooner. A couple of things I noticed: since you are spinning a smaller circle, it felt like I was able to spin a little bit quicker and get up to speed faster. Sort of like when I changed to the oval chainring, but not quite as dramatic. But the biggest difference was the big reduction in pedal strikes. So much so, I'm actually considering taking the minnow link and trying again in the low position to try to get a little more slack on the front. The bike is already pretty stiff, but I felt like the dub cranks were a little bit stiffer than the original ones when I really needed to get on the power. So if you're considering this upgrade or you have any questions about what I did, please leave it in the comment section down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're like me and refuse to act your age, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching.